So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the draw, this is Lewis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Check out. 140. Here we go. Deep. All day. Defense. All day. All day.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Alert blow, alert blow, alert blow. 51, Mike. Mike 51. 12. Field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Hey,
Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Third and long, it's locked. And he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
ready. Flag 25 behind. Let's go. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Gilmore. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Winston. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Blue ready. 48 Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Green, triple T. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Luck sets up the screen to Lewis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To the air again, Luck. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Ready, black 25. Check 41. Flip it. 41.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Throwing again on second down. Luck caught here by Conley. 7 yards there and a first down.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Hey, check. Hey, wahoo!
On first and 10, Luck. Open man is Hill. He's got it. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. A second down run with Lewis. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Now Ballage. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Winston now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait. And they're there to pick this one off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. After the interception, it's Long. Complete. This is Lewis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Call. 57. Hey, exit.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
50 cent. Mike, 50 cent, Ron Wright. Watch the safety cream.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Boy, they're down only one score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Winston. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Gilmore. They find some open field here. That he's into the clear. The 30. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Gilmore. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, Winston. And he finds McLaurin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, Luck. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Long. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Blair, 2nd-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Escaping the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Throwing is Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game, because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill. No train. Kill. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Luck. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Washington.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
57, Mike, 57. You remember me? Let's go.
Luck on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Check 13.
Again, Luck. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got him in, complete, the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jameis Winston with his full touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Luck. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Geno Atkins got home that time.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Rock. He is going to find Hill here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw. Long. And the pressure gets to him again. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, this is Geis trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Flip it. Let's keep bringing it. Stay in there.
48.
Jameis to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That one complete to Hill. 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Lutz with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Geis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.